position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And he's coming out of the end zone. They drag him down at the 22. For the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Looking to throw, it's Gandy. Makes the grab on the left. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Well, what's the point in waiting? Why not get one of your best players involved in the game right off the bat? They take a shot, their big target outside, shows off his athletic ability, and right away this offense is humming.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Pulls and fires complete to the right. A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
And the Badgers will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Plucks it out of the air.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Badgers have pushed it inside the 20. To the air, it's Gandy. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in the situation. Obviously, he just threw an incompletion on second down. They're likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. The throw. Holds it in, the first down and more. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Quick strike complete. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 78 yards down the field. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Kendricks. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Pulls and fires complete. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And right down the middle. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Quarterback extends the play. Looking down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Quick completion to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Badgers headed quickly to the line.
Man, this guy's closing in quickly on 100 yards receiving. We're not even out of the first quarter yet. We knew he was going to be a big part of the game plan and the strategy, but every time they've looked his way, he has been making a big play. And that's something the defense, they have to be aware of moving forward.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Badgers with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. We always talk about the Wisconsin ground game, but the Badgers have had some efficient quarterbacks in recent years, too.
And just finding the guy that fits, right? They're a scheme fit, a system fit. Finding that guy that can be a complement to the run game. That's what you want with a great Wisconsin offense.
And the Badgers are threatening in the red zone. To the air, it's Gandy. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them.
And this is how the wind can really affect a game. It's not just for kickers, but quarterbacks as well. On that last throw, guys, it looked to me like he was throwing it into the wind, and that definitely affected the velocity of the throw. It also affected the accuracy, and that's what caused the interception.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Power football with the run. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Looking to the big tight end. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Kendricks. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Fires to the tight end. After 45 on his way. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Here's the handoff. Fights off the defender. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Tar Heels didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Flips it out to the back. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Quarterback just trying to spit it out to his running back in the flat there, but the defender all over him. As soon as he caught that football, he went down for a loss.
And the Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my matchup one-on-one. I know where I'm going, and not just that. We're not just going to get the first. I'm going to set you up now on the goal line. Let's roll.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UNC! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Has its offense back on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Gandy. Throwing right. Makes the catch. It's Baldridge. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
He's going to fire to the left. He holds it in, and nobody's close. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. There are penalties you sort of forget about, and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quick completion on the out route. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Badgers have this offense rolling. Looking downfield, it's Gandy. Quickly out to the tight end. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
How about the speed and athleticism in the back end of this defense? They came after the tight end with conviction, and they land a huge hit to prevent him from getting the first.
And the Badgers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They just keep firing. Fires to the right. This time it's complete. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Wisconsin quarterbacks always know their role. Sometimes they got to make the big plays, from a Darrell Bevel to a Russell Wilson.
And knowing your role means knowing that you're going to hand the football off a lot, and you're going to be a play-action team and pick and choose your spots. But it won't be an offense with Wisconsin that it's opening up. It's throwing the football 30, 40 times a game.
Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. The Badgers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Gandy. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, Badgers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man. It's Hoskins. Knocked off his feet. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Abraham. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he had it right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback may change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lost one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The Tar Heels decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. There he goes! And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Here's a heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Wants to throw. It's Gandy. That's caught. It's Adams. Running with pace, changing speed, showing the moves. He's down to the 30. And the Badgers in the hurry-up. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Badgers will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina offense returns to the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the... Oh, he's got some space! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
To the air on second down. Got a man. It's Abraham. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty.
42 Spider.
From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Takes his shot. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They go to the ground. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Red pass, it's complete. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, it's Gandy. He's got him. Turns it on in midfield. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short, because he can take it to the house or make a big play on any reception.
He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Split backs here. Unloads quickly. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
He makes the grab.
And it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the run. Breaks into the open.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Gets open down the middle. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Badgers! He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
Wisconsin is 28. North Carolina, 14.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with. Run.
Wide open spaces. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the touchdown, North Carolina. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. Let's take a look at the highlights. Oklahoma State is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Stillwater for a long time. They're up 14 over Buffalo. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Quickly complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Badgers can really attack on this second and short. To the air, it's Gandy. The throw to the outside is complete. Shoved out of bounds, they'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
He'll throw it. Right on the money. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Woodside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, just those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Adams. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Really nice job there of the quarterback reading coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the touchdown, Wisconsin! Quick strike through the air for the score. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes play.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single cover, double cover, triple cover. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
North Carolina, 21.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One final play before the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Badgers! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
I'll tell you, you love linebackers that are good against the run, but how nice is it when you've got a guy that can sit in zone coverage like he can and not just pick it off, but find his convoy and take it to the house. That is a game-changing play.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets him to the 28. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than that today. They have dominated this football game. The offense has carried their weight, and this is looking like a great outcome.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Lets it fly. try, and it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Dropping back, it's Gandy. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they take it in for 6 more points. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
The kick is up and good, and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone.
21.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Take over 1st and 10.
North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Finds the tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the 1st down.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Quarterback making checks. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Grab near the marker. It's Hoskins. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Nice execution by the offense on 3rd down, understanding what they had to do to get the 1st down, pass complete, move the sticks, new set of downs.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He spins that thing down the middle. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
The give to the tailback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Fires to the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Off play action on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Looking to throw, it's Gandy. Buying some time. He'll take another shot here. He's got it inside the 30. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Rushes on him. Got it. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the 4th quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Georgia Southern is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to San Diego State. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Off and running. He's at the 20. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous party. A late touchdown. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
North Carolina, 28.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. One more play to pad the stats. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He turns it loose to the left. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. And he's brought down after the pick, and time has expired here in the 4th. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Just complete and utter dominance if this one outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came